Hi everybody, welcome to Chanel What's Cooking. Today, we're going to make triple bean chili. This is a great, hearty, thick vegetarian chili that you can use as a base for any sort of chili, and you can do this. Check it out. Do this in a slow cooker just as much, I'm going to use my Dutch oven here. Doing this in a regular stovetop is a little bit better because you get to do this step. I have a little bit of vegetable oil on the bottom, and I got one onion. I'm using a Spanish onion today. White onion works really well too. Gonna get that in there, hit it up with a little bit of salt. I just want to let that sweat for a second. Now I said we're going to be using 3 different beans, triple beans. So today we're going to be using white, red, and pinto beans. Now I'm using dried beans. They come like this. And all you have to do is put them in a pot with a lot of water and let them sit overnight, but I like to let them sit almost like 24 hours. And they will swell up. So what I'm using was just a little bit more than 1 cup of dried beans. To give you an idea how cheap this is, a bag of these are like 99 cents. And I didn't even use nearly, a quarter of this. So we're gonna get a lot of food for not much bucks. So we got the onions going in there. They're getting a little bit soft. Now you could use canned beans if you want, but I don't think that's such a quite as good of a thing. So now we're going to try to develop the flavor a little bit. I have some chili powder here. Use whatever kind you like. I'm just using what's very available. And we're going to put in about 4 tablespoons. And then I had ground cumin. I'm going to put in about the same amount. About 4 tablespoons. I have some ground cayenne here for a little bit of heat. I'm just going to put in about a tablespoon of that. And we're going to give this a stir. And that's going to develop the flavors and kind of toast this chili powder a little bit, give it a little bit of a smoky flavor and develop those flavors. Now, I recommend that you this will make a pretty neutral chili base. And you can always adjust it later, but if you're making chili for a lot of folks, you're always better off to make something which has just some spice, some nice savory flavors, but don't make a 12-alarm chili that's just going to send all your guests looking for milk or straight to the bathroom. Set up your pot of chili and then leave some Tabasco sauce, some hot sauce, all the different accoutrements next to it so people can kind of spice it the way they like it. Alright. So we got them toasted. Here come our next ingredients. These are our dried beans, which I have swelled up 24 hours in water. In they go. Next, we're going to use 1 standard can of chopped tomato. Puree is good too. Make sure you rinse out that can to get all that tomato goodness. And then I said we were using pinto beans, but we're actually going to be using refried beans. This is kind of like the secret to making a vegetarian chili has some heft. So in go 1 can, this is the big ass can, of refried beans. So it's essentially even parts. I had 1 of these cans of white, 1 of these cans of red, 1 of these cans of tomatoes, now 1 of these cans of refried. And we're going to work that in there. Then we're going to add to it some stock. I have some vegetable stock here, which I've mixed up. And we're going to use a total of 2 quarts of liquid. I put all the base into the first quart. Give it a little more salt. Some cracked pepper. And then here's my other little trick. I have here, about half a cup of instant potato flakes. And these are going to kind of imperceptibly swell up in there and also give it some good body and mouthfeel. And then our last ingredient, this is kind of like, I'm giving away all my secrets here. I'm going to put a little bit of balsamic vinegar in. I'm going to add, to start, just about a tablespoon or so. And then after it's simmered, I'm going to taste it and maybe add a little bit more. What this does is it gives a little bit of a back-end flavor. You don't even know what it is, but it really brings out the cumin and the chili. So we're going to give this a good stir, bring it up to the boil, and then let it simmer for 4, 5, or 6 hours. Alright, I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, we've had this cooking for hours, and this is what we got. Give it a good stir, and look at how thick and hearty this is. Now, you could take a pulled rotisserie chicken from the supermarket, one of those rotisserie chickens, and pull that in here, and you would have chicken chili. You could put together some beef and have a nice beef chili, a steak chili, whatever you want. This is a great base to use for anything. It's delicious just the way it is. Take a couple of big old ladles of this. I like to garnish it with a little bit of cheddar cheese. A little bit of raw onion. Some fresh jalapeno. And a little bit of sour cream. Alright. And I'm going to serve that with some of my jalapeno ciabatta. And there you go. Triple bean vegetarian chili. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe for some more great videos.